About you guys, as much as I'm sort of putting down my money on skill capped in this particular match, I would like to see some more games. So I would love to see MiR bring this, or excuse me, MiR bring this one back a little bit, get themselves a win here. See if we can't see some more games between these two amazing teams.
Yeah, it definitely could happen, man. You know, we've seen a lot of big comebacks in the past, and No Lifer, MiPoike, and Zunyaki definitely have the ability to win 3 straight here. They're definitely not out just yet. You know, extremely, extremely strong team. They just need to stay calm. They need to take a little breather here, collect themselves, and get ready to win 3 games in a row, because there's no more room for error now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's totally it, too. They've got to win 3 games in a row if they want to be able to bring this one back, but we'll see if they can do it. Running out here into the open there, getting the gateway down uncontested. Not too surprising here on Tolvaron. It is a fairly large arena, but we'll see what can end up happening as a result of that. Zunyaki is... never mind, he's not doing exactly at all what I thought he was, but he does have his Shadow Orbs getting built up there, getting out some dots, getting some rows of damage going out, and another gateway. Wow, he actually recast his gateway there.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, it's a good choice. They're seeing that this team is just going to play the pillar. They're going to replace their gateway. That makes it so, you know, Talbadar can play more aggressive here. He can push in and still have that gateway to be able to get out. There's a solar beam going down from Talbadar. Talbadar already trying to do some big damage here to Zunyaki. There was the root plus the solar beam. MiPoike going to have to dispel the UA there in order to be able to get him out of that. And Talbadar now just kind of pushing in once again. He wants to stay aggressive. They're trying to, you know, push the pace here. And he's going to be charging in. He's looking for that CC onto MiPoike, but there's the clone coming out onto Talbadar. He had the grounding down, but just not quite in time there for Talbadar. And we are going to see Soda now kind of in the background. He's in a good spot. He's not vulnerable for swaps at all, keeping those hots up on his team. We see the pressure, though, coming out now onto Zunyaki. Full dots are put up there from Channimals, and he does have his Demon Soul popped. You can see him swapping those dots around to the water alley, to everything, really. Temporal now going to be used here by No Lifer, who has no trinket. It must be kept in mind. There's the deep freeze on Soda. They're going to be looking for the CC off of it. Talbadar does have to pop his Shaman Rage. He's pulling back as well. Wants to stay safe here. Nice Fears being spammed out there by Channimals, trying to break up this damage, but there's the Icy Veins. There's a trinket pop by No Lifer, so they're going to be looking for some damage here. But really, can they get it off? Chain Lightning's coming out. There's a Howl onto Zunyaki, dipping a little bit low. The Howl is going to be followed up by that Shadow Fury onto MiPoike. We see that Zunyaki sitting about 70-80% HP. Talbadar once again just chasing after them. Now going to decide to pull back, maybe saying, you know, we need to play a little bit defensive until Shaman Rage comes back up, because, you know, as I said, MiR really are a setup team. They're just going to go for the burst, and then they're going to pull back. They're going to do it over and over, and now we see Zunyaki pushing in, but he's going to get Root Beam there by Talbadar. Talbadar going to kill off that Psyfiend. He's looking to put the damage back onto Zunyaki, trying to keep him away from Soda. You see that nice Thunderstorm just defending Soda here. He's basically just playing Soda's bodyguard, and the clone going to come out now onto Talbadar. You can see Soda, though, just LOSing. He's in travel form. He says, you're not going to get the fear on me. Now the Shadow Fury comes in, but there's a deep freeze on Soda. Will the Palm Poly come out? No. Palm Ring comes out there from No Lifer. No Lifer going to get Hex, though, on his Alter Time, but he does catch 2 of them in the ring. Channel taking some damage here. Going to have to use his Hellstone and Dark Regen there, down to a half HP. No CC going to be coming out just yet, but now Soda into the clone. Channel's in some trouble here. Down to 100k HP. The Howlitair comes out. What do they have for Soda after this? Doesn't look like anything. Solar Forest up there. Channel's going to be just fine, but they did get him to use those healing cooldowns.
Yeah, and one thing is that the Water Elemental is actually getting very, very low on health as well. Once that's down, there's going to be a little bit less CC coming out, but MiPoike taking a whole lot of damage right here. Might actually go down right here.
He does have the Ice Block there, and he popped 2 Barks at the same time, so he has nothing up really right now. Soda did pop part of the Wild for that. He gets feared off it. They're going to go for the big setup. The Batch comes in from Soda. Could this be it for MiR? He's going to need some heals here. He's still in cap form. Going to be able to get out. Going to be able to put those hots back up. There's the silence on a Soda, though. They're going to turn it around. The DP comes out onto Channel. Channel looking like he's in some trouble, but Iron Bark goes up. No CC to follow it up onto Soda, unfortunately for them. And we can see MiPoike is still under some pressure. He popped the Heart of the Wild defensively here. You can see the difference between these 2 Druids playstyle. Soda, you know, kind of just getting in there, trying to go aggressive, but MiPoike having used his offensive cooldown defensively there, using that Heart of the Wild just for the healing. And we can see Zunyaki still sitting about half HP. Channel doing a great job spreading the dots, redrops his port. He's looking at Zunyaki. You see that sprint coming out from the Druid. They're going to get them out of the roots. He pushes forward, but there's the MCS on a Channel. Going to pull back now, looking to set something up. Can he get the Howlitair? It comes in on MiPoike. This could be it. MiPoike going to be the target. He's feared in the corner. The Haunt going to be coming out. Where's Blaspidar? Can he get involved here? He's coming back. You can see that Unleash coming out now. They're going to go hard on MiPoike. He gets feared off once again. Will the damage come in? It's going to hit him hard. The clone's on No Lifer. He's not going to be able to peel, but it looks like MiPoike is far enough away. He should be fine. But look at Zunyaki. He's still rotting. He's going to have to pull back. He's going to have to get out of there. No Lifer now, though, is the target.
Yeah, Zunyaki getting very, very dangerous with his positioning here. He's actually taken a whole bunch of damage. It does look like he's going to be fine for the moment, but that is very, very dangerous against a team with Talbadar on it, playing that Elemental Shaman. He can get dropped down very quickly. Chanimal also taking a whole bunch of damage right here. No CC just yet, except for the Polymorph on Talbadar, which is just about to fall, but it does go into a Cyclone, so Talbadar taken out of the fight for just a second here. but it looks like things have started to stabilize again here a little bit. Nothing too dangerous happening at this particular moment in time.
Well, Soda did get fear there. The Silence came out onto Talbot, so they did, use some of their CCs there, but unable to really make too much happen because, Channel was doing a great job breaking it up, spamming out the fears, LOSing, playing it safe. They know that they're the team kind of in the advantage here. They have 2 games to give, so they're going to play it safe, they're going to play it careful, and they're just saying, we're going to win one of the next 3 as long as we're smart about it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a very, very smart choice to make at this position. They don't need to do anything too risky. They just need to try and outlast MiR at this point. There's the polymorph coming down, does get broken, but it looks like some more damage coming out there on No Lifer, actually. He's taken a little bit of a hit there, but it looks like he should be fine. He is rooted into the solar beam, but he'll be able to get out of that no problem.
Yeah, there's the trinket, though, from Zunyaki. He's going to get in there for the fear onto Soda. The damage coming out onto Talbot. There's the DP. He has to trigger that silence. He may want to Shaman Rage. Clone comes out on Soda now. What do they have after this? There's the orb coming out. A bit of a whiffed orb, though, not really going to accomplish too much. And they're out of CC on Soda, so a bit of a botched attempt there, I have to say, by MiR. And, Talbot kind of got away scot-free. Popped the Shaman Rage at the end. I think it was a little bit, just kind of a safety play there. Maybe just a bit of a waste, honestly. So that could actually come back to haunt them. They did end up getting the Shaman Rage, which is really what they needed to do. They got both the trinket and the Shaman Rage, but look at Channel now taking quite a bit of damage here. DP comes out from Zunyaki looking for that big burst. He's down about 300k. Going to be catching those haunts, though, from Soda. Soda always seems to be in the right spot here, playing so smart. But there's the fear on him, Minpoike. They're looking for that maim onto him. You can see Soda kind of in place there, but he's going to get feared off, and could it be turned around? Talbot into the deep freeze. They're looking for some damage. Silence comes out on Talbot. Remember, no trinket or Shaman Rage is available. Soda going to get cloned on his trinket. Talbot is in trouble here. He drops the healing tide. He's spamming out those surges, looking like he's going to be okay, as he did catch that Iron Bark same time, but there's the full sheep onto Soda. Can they get the damage going? They need to do something here and now, as we do see the dampening is going to be coming out here. We're 6 minutes into the game, so dampening should be stacking up here. Healing going to be getting harder and harder. Shaman Rage is used there by Talbot as it did come back up, but he's going to get cloned offensively. Nice clone there from Minpoike, who's going to be put into the Shadow Fury by Channel. Breaking up that damage always. Channel playing so well so far.
Yeah, like you're saying, dampening is starting to come into play here, which is why we're starting to see MiR. They have now managed to top off for the most part, but for a long time they were very, very wounded, which is very, very dangerous against this team, as we mentioned before. There's the Frost Orb going down, doing a whole bunch of damage in there, but doesn't look like it's too much at this particular moment in time. There is a clone on Zunyaki and Channel at the same time. Just sort of... both teams are playing so defensively and so carefully at this point that it doesn't really look like anybody, at the moment at the very least, is really in any extreme danger. There is a large root coming out and a whole bunch of...
Here's the deep freeze on a Soda, though. Big damage coming out. Deep freeze followed up by the disarm. Do they have the silence? Ursoc's going to have to be popped. We see that there's the Soul of the Forest up. Going to get that fast regrowth off. Barkskin was used as well. He does live through that. He's going to be okay, but that's the burst that they're looking for. It only needs to work once. Talbot, though, put into the clone here. Fear onto Zunyaki. Once again, they're just always CCing them off, shutting down those burst attempts that MiR is trying to get going here. Channels, though, looking to get something going now. He does have that trinket up. He pops his Demon Soul along with it. I like that choice. We see the dots getting spread to Zunyaki, to Minpoike as well. No Lifer coming out of the clone. He does have encounters up. There's the palm. Is it going to be able to be shifted? He's walking after him. Soda should see this, and the palm may get purged. It does. No, the palm ring just got down in time, but I mean, not going to land, unfortunately, onto Soda. And actually, there's the Howl Tear coming out on both No Lifer and Minpoike, and we see the damage coming in now. There's a bash on him on No Lifer. He can't blink out of it. He doesn't have it. The clone lands on Minpoike as well, and we see that Zunyaki getting pretty low here. The palm's going to be bouncing, though. He should be able to heal himself back up. Look at No Lifer. He's got a block.
He blocked. There was a Ascendance out there from Talbot, but they have managed to outlast it at this point. So it is a question of whether or not whether or not Skill Cap can keep up the amount of damage they've been putting out this far. It is looking very, very dicey still for No Lifer. He's taking a lot of damage. There's a Frost Orb coming out, which will sort of scare them away a little bit for the moment. It looks like Talbot actually looking like he's in a little bit of trouble as well, but will be able to heal up. Did have to pop his trinket though.
Yeah, I did use the trinket and the Shaman Rage as well, but Soda was able to save his, so, a fair trade there. There's a sheep coming out on channel, going to be quickly dispelled by Soda. No Lifer was getting a little bit low there, and, sometimes that's the way to do it. Talbot just kind of went offensive. He tanked the Frost Orb a little bit, but he was able to get a lot of damage out. And now Zunyaki getting a little bit low. He's down about half HP, just catching some hots now. Is pulling back. The Siphene going to be killed off there by Talbot before it's really able to do anything, so a nice job there by Tal. We are almost, 10 minutes into the game, so this is really when dampening is going to start really kind of starting to hurt, man. There's the Hex on him in Poike. There's the clone following that up. We just see Zunyaki getting pretty low on mana. He's going to be root beamed in the middle there. He's at 300k, 250k now. Another clone coming out of him in Poike. Do they have anything off that? They need to get the fear. Are they going to be able to do it? Bash now comes out. Zunyaki, it may have to disperse here. He's down quite low. 150k. Yeah, he gets cloned instantly on it. A beautiful job there by Soda. Ice block force out at the same time. All defense are having to be used here. Minpoike has so much work to do. Can he catch up? Another clone on Zunyaki, keeping him so low. Now the clone on Minpoike. This could be it. The good puncher taking to semifinals right here. No life for 40k, 20k. I think he's going to go down, and he falls, and that is that. You can see they're pumped up, and so is the crowd. Skill Cap gonna take it 3-0 in dominating fashion. North America showing up. They are here, and they are here to win.
Yeah, absolutely. Once that dampening started to stack up, it was just too much for Minpoike to really be able to heal through it, like in these CC chains and such. Just popping I love the Cyclones on Zunyaki there. Sure, you can't hit him in the meantime, but he can't be healed either. So it was just a great way for Skill Cap to be able to force Minpoike into a position that he could not get MiR topped off again.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, you hit that 5-minute mark. That's 30% less healing. Mm-hmm. And honestly, you know what? The play that kind of made that happen for me was the clones from Soda. It was perfect. He had good CC out on Minpoike. He had the clone into a bash, into a reclone, into another clone. Minpoike finally gets out. He offensively clones Zunyaki on the disperse, so Minpoike is not able to heal him up. At the same time, No Lifer is taking a lot of damage, so he's got to get Hots out there. He popped the Heart of the Wild, tried to catch up, but really unable to do so. And I mean, No Lifer was in a lot of trouble. Then the clone ends on Zunyaki, so he's trying to focus on healing him up. And at the same time, No Lifer is just going to get taken down. It's just such good cross CC, such good control from Soda. Really, the whole team played well. It was obviously a team effort there. But I have to say, really impressive stuff by Soda right at the end there to kind of clinch that victory.
Yeah, and especially in that last game, we did see some very impressive play out of MiR as well. They managed to stay alive for quite some time against a team that had already, it was like 2-minute games before that. Very, very fast games, but they still managed to come back and find a way to stay alive. Didn't quite manage to last long enough to pull out the win, but they still, there was a marked improvement there, I think.
It was, but let's be honest, those first 2 games were kind of giveaways. They were not able to get their major defensive cooldowns off. Those are not games that they're going to be happy with. Those are not games that they're going to think are constructive. That's the thing. It's not like they're walking away from this saying, oh, we had some good games. These are obvious mistakes. These players know they're obvious mistakes, and for a team of this level, it's not acceptable. They're going to go back. They're going to say, guys, we need to clean this up. We can't beat them if we're not playing our best.